Hello, guys. Good evening, good morning. We started a bit early, so we started 1 minute before. Every time show up early, every time get on time, every time deliver. So today we'll talk about how to launch and scale profitable Facebook ads in 2023. Facebook ads is the best traffic source you can have for your business, and that's what we'll be talking about, guys. So yeah, we'll wait for more people to join us. And guys, let me know if you can hear. Just drop one in the chat if you can hear me, and if you can see me. Okay. Hello. Nahuel. All right. All right. Let me know if you can see me. If you can hear me. Hello, Alex. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. I will start just in a few minutes. Just drop one in the chat box if you can hear me and if you can see me, okay? It will be amazing. We'll just wait for a few more people to join us and we will get it rolling. So, guys, drop in the chat box if you are currently, hey, Jadish, hey, my man. So, drop in the chat box if you guys are currently running Facebook ads. If you are currently running Facebook ads. So just drop it in the chat box and I will see. I just want to see, kind of like learn more about you guys and see exactly what kind of content would be the best for you to show. I have some tremendous content to share with you, like mind blowing. It will blow your minds away and it will be super valuable. Let me just set up this camera in here. 1 second. We're like setting up the equipment here to share it with you guys. All right, you do. All right, yes, Alex running. Alex is killing it with influencers, but also is running Facebook ads. So drop in the chat box like how much you currently spending on Facebook ads per month. How much you currently spending on Facebook ads per month? So just drop, and you guys from Instagram show you. So that's our setup in here. You can see that's from the side, like behind the scenes. And I'll be sharing my screen in a minute as well to show you guys what is going on. And this is Ivan here. So Ivan is helping me to set everything up in here. And he's a legend. So a 1K per account. Hey guys, Alex is spending 200K per month. Beauty, 7K, wonderful, 15,000 euros. So we have quite a lot of like different spenders in here. So you can see 15,000 euros, and we have some guys that are spending hundreds of thousands per month, and we also have some of you guys that are just started. You can see some of you guys just started before 1 week, which is interesting. So I'll share with you some stuff that no matter what level you're at, so whether you're just starting out and you spend like a few dollars on ads, or maybe you haven't even spent a few dollars, or you're already spending hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, like we do, we're spending a lot of money on Facebook. I want to show you what's working right now, and I want to show you the frameworks that you can apply to your Facebook. Pretty much doesn't matter what level of spend you're at, right? That's what's important, like the universal principles and also the tactics that you can apply, whether you're spending a little bit or whether you're spending a lot. So the same principles will apply, and I want to show you those. I want to show you examples. I want to show you some awesome content here today, guys. So we'll get started just like in a minute or so. Let's wait for some more people to join us, and I'm very excited, guys, to share this with you because Facebook is a tremendous opportunity. Like still, it's been up and down, and like some years, like, yeah, TikTok will take over Facebook. Oh yeah, Pinterest will take over Facebook. No, will not. Like, will not happen soon, and maybe will not happen like ever. Probably will be some other platform in a few years that overtake, maybe. But at this point of time, Facebook is the best opportunity to scale your business. And so if you guys running like e-commerce business or even like any other type of business, I mean, Facebook has your customers. Facebook has everything you need to scale your business, right? So whether you're like at zero, you want to go to like 5 figures, like 6 figures, or you're already at 6 figures per month, you want to go to 7 figures per month and beyond. I want to show you guys exactly what works right now, what we use right now in our business, and things that you guys can copy. Are you guys excited? I'm very excited. Just drop like one if you're excited. I'm super excited. Let's fucking go. So I'll be sharing my screen. So it will go like I'll be sharing my screen, and then I'll switch to Instagram. I'll be switching to my screen, to camera. So I'll be explaining certain concepts. And at any given point, guys, if you have any questions, please drop them. Please drop them here in the chat. We'll have a few minutes of Q&A at the end, so I can cover those questions, and it will be massively valuable, guys. So you're here for a reason. You're here to learn, and I will deliver on that side. So I'll get straight into meat and balls, right? So now, when it comes to launching and scaling Facebook ads, there's few factors that you guys have to consider, right? So a lot of people, they're like, Alex, what is the best tactic? What is the best like ABO, like CBO, like breakdown? What is the best like audience to target? Those things are important, right? But those things are not as important as the foundation of your business, right? So give you example, right? If I'm like selling the product that everyone else on the market sells, right? Maybe like 20 other people are selling exactly the same product, and I'm using exactly the same angle for the product. And those of you guys like who don't know what the angle is, I'll explain that as we go through this presentation. But angle is basically the way that you position the product, or the way that you position the solution that the product is for your potential customer, right? So for instance, if I'm selling like headphones, right? If I'm selling like headphones, one of the angles here could be the let's say this could be for gamers, right? Like for professional gamers. So this is one of the gamers, one of the potential ways to one of potential markets for this product, right? Or the other one, let's say I would sell the same product, but I would sell it for grandmas, so they could communicate with their grandkids and they could hear them perfectly, right? The other angle I could sell here could be the traveler. These headphones, for instance, they have soundproof. They're like soundproof or noise cancellation, right? Which means when you are on the airplane, these headphones would be very like efficient, because you wouldn't hear the noise of the airplane. So guys, like, anyone flown on the airplane before? Like, just drop one in the chat box if you ever been on the airplane. I mean, probably most people have been to airplane. First time I flown an airplane I was like 20 years old. So I don't know how old you guys are, but what country you're from. But but this angle, let's say if you're traveling a lot, right? How much would that be worse to you to have like no noise, no fucking headache on the airplane while you are flying, right? So that's where it starts. Like for us, it always starts with an angle. Like we're looking at the products, and the way we're doing kind of the angles investigation, I call it the angle investigation. And I have some awesome technical questions here. The advantage, I think it's advantage shopping campaigns. Yeah, we do run those. I'll cover that as we go through this presentation, more like technical stuff. But at the end of the day, like when we are doing our when we're just like getting into the products, right? Like when we're just want to launch like a product in Facebook ads. And I'll start sharing my screen, guys, here. And so Let me show you my screen. All right. So yeah, so let's say I'm here and I want to sell some of these products. I want to get in one of these categories, right? So one of the first thing that I'm doing, like literally before I do anything else, let's say I'm in this category, I want to launch in this category. One of the first things that I do is like I literally go to Amazon reviews. And we're currently working on a software behind the scenes that kind of like automates this whole process, that's pulling all of the like good reviews from Amazon and pulling the insights and angles from it. So it's something that super helpful, because you can see here people are literally so emotional, right? They're so emotional, and like they're talking about like some of the fears that they have, right? Due to a family history of some I don't know, some disease or something, right? And so now you can see people are talking about all of these things that if you are, let's say you're in this market, you want to sell the product. Now, this could become your angle, right? Like, for example, if you're selling the product so this is the product for like, hair loss or like hair growth, you could position this as a product for people that maybe have like a family history of hair loss. Maybe their parents, maybe their friends, maybe someone that they knew have lost hair for some reason, because most people lose hair at some point. And so now you could utilize this as one of the angles. And so here, and so this is just the first one. I just literally landed and I found the angle, right? Why this is so important? Why this is so important to do this before you even start selling anything is because, when you do this, when you gathering this information beforehand, and now you start testing your ads on Facebook, you guys asking like Advantage Plus campaigns. I'll show you some of the insights there, or any other types of campaigns. This will become literally your testing ground, because instead of like one product, so people would usually like, oh, buy this product, it's awesome, it has this and this, right? What if we have, instead of one reason for people to buy, but we have 4 or 5 reasons to buy? We have 4 or 5 angles instead of one. And so this is where the scale is coming from, because now imagine like you tested 4 or 5 angles, right? I'll show you guys in terms of the setup and stuff like that. I'll show you in a second. But then once you start testing them, it turns out that only 2 of them work, right? But 2 angles instead of 1 angles, right? Now you have twice as much capability to scale, because the angles is what scales the product. If you think about it, why you're buying certain products is because the angle has resonated with you, right? The angle of the product, the angle how the product was communicated has resonated with you and you bought, right? And that angle could be also the social proof, right? So for example, if Dwayne Johnson, like the Rock, right? The big influencer, like he's advertising some product. So one of the angles could be like, obviously, the product, let's say he's advertising his energy drink. One of the angles could be like, yeah, it could help you with an energy, but besides that, because he is using that product, now you're more likely to use it because you want to be like him, right? So those angles could be something that influencers bring to the table, influencers that bring the social proof, influencers that bring trust by default. Like the influencers literally bring that because if they have a big audience wants to be like them, so they bring that element. I want to show you guys like one platform that you can leverage. Now, some of these most of these influencers are not as big, right? So this is the platform is called Incense, right? I love this platform. And literally here, what we got is you can see these are all of the influencers that you can leverage, all of the content creators you can leverage for your content creation. Now, on one side, you can always have some big influencers. You can pay like, hundreds of thousands of dollars to big influencers to kind of like, advertise your brand and then use that content in your ads. However, what we've seen working the best and allows us to scale is UGC, right? User generated content. Because, for instance, if someone like this like this lady here, for instance, right? If she's advertises my product, and I resonate with her, right? And I like how she looks, or I resonate because she has kids. Now I'm more likely to buy that product. So if you're using the ads with a person like this, that's kind of like similar to who you want to sell your product to, you're more likely to get a sale. Guys, does this make sense, right? Does this make sense in terms of the resonation? You have to resonate with your avatar, pretty much. And very good question here. If I want to test different angles for a product, do I need to create different websites to write different copy on each website? So the way we do it, number one, we test it on the ad side, right? So we have different ads and angles on the ad side, right? So we have the different ad copy. We might have different creatives. So we test those, and then we see which ones we're driving traffic to landing page that kind of like covers most of the angles, right? That has like covers this bullet point, this benefit of the product, covers this, has some social proof, has all of those elements aligned. And then besides that, once we find the angle that resonates, then we can create a different landing page for the specific angle. But there is even a better way, and something that works very well for us right now, where for instance here, reasons why, right? So this type of like pre-sale page, bridge page, listicle, is what's working very well for us right now. So for example here, for example, it's like you can see like literally the 5 angles here that you would have for this particular product, they're all on the same page, right? So it doesn't matter what you're testing on the ad side. Obviously, you would see the click-through rate, you would see the cost per click, you would see the CPMs, you would see the metrics on the ad side and see what's working there. But then you're driving people to a page like this that already has all of these angles included, so you don't have to create a separate page for every angle. Does it make sense, guys? Does it make sense? Another variation here. So 9 reasons why you would love this product. And so you can see 9 reasons, right? So it's like some of them functional, some of them more like features, some of them more like benefits, some of them save time, some of them save money, some of them, supporting like beauty, right? Which is like another like benefit. It's supporting a balanced mood, which is another benefit. And besides all of that, you can see here all of the reviews, right? All of the social proof. So besides the kind of like the functional benefits, there's also the social proof. And after that, it leads to the product page, right? And so here is more social proof, more information about the product. And so that is the structure. That is probably the easiest way to sell products. That's what's working for us right now. These kind of listicles, like 5 reasons why, 7 reasons why, 9 reasons why, is what's converting for us right now. Guys, let me know if that makes sense, and I'll drop these. As an example. Guys, hit me on Instagram. Hit me on Instagram at Alex Fedotov 3F at the end. Alex Fedotov 3F at the end. And let's have a chat. Let me see. I'll just drop it here for you guys, my Instagram. Here. So connect with me on IG. I'll send you some examples of these and some stuff that works for us on the funnel side. So you should see the QR code in here. And yeah, just click on it and let's connect on Instagram if we're not connected yet. All right. So let me see here. How can I do very good question here. How can I do advertorial in Europe? Some advices. It's literally the same frameworks as you would have in United States. Like the same type of advertorials, the same type of formats, the same type of like everything is working as well in Europe, if not even better, because it's not as crowded markets as it is like in the United States. So literally look for some of these brands. So for us, we're looking, we're using this software. It's called Foreplay. So Foreplay is kind of like the software that allows you to see all of these like different brands, different type of ads and stuff like that. And so for us, like we're just literally seeing what's working right now. And that's what I recommend for you too. Like start creating like a library. Start creating like a library of your winning ads, right? That you can always refer to. Start creating a library of your of the landing pages that you can model, like the advertorials. Like we'll get into advertorials like in a second here, because I think that's also like when it comes to Facebook, it always starts beyond Facebook. It always starts before Facebook. And so for us, it's always like we're finding an offer, we're finding the product, we kind of like observing the market that we can integrate, we're seeing the angle that we can sell that product with. And after that, we're getting into the market, right? We don't just like, hey, I seen the product, like without even thinking like, yeah, let's just drop some ads, like let's steal some other like content, like let's just, no. You have to give it some thought. Like, okay, why this product is working, what angle is being used, what angles is used by other people, right? Go to Amazon, see some reviews. So if you put some little bit more of that time up front, like when you're researching, it will save you so much money on testing. A lot of people like, oh, Alex, I spent $5,000 on ads. Like, like I didn't get like any results. Yeah, because maybe you did it like in a lazy way, right? Don't be lazy. It's not 2016 anymore. It's not 2018. It's 2023. So it is competitive out there, right? So you have to be more creative and you have to do more of that research up front. And so that's what literally helps, like to understand and see what's going on, what's working, different formats for the landing pages, for listicles, for the advertorials, right? Because that's what converts. So if you have a good advertorial, it's no problem for you to scale on Facebook, because all of the metrics, like conversion rate, like average order value, if you would make like, if your conversion rate would increase like 50%, would that be a problem for you to scale? Like, I'm asking myself the same question, like, gee, okay, no. So how can we increase that conversion rate? And so that is how I like to approach. So what are the best countries? The best countries, any country could be the best countries if you focus on it, right? I know some people that are killing it, like absolutely killing it in like Sweden, Norway, Netherlands, Germany. You have Denmark, even. You have like South American countries, right? So if you focus on this, I know people that are doing million a month in Colombia, 1 million a month, right? So very good numbers in Colombian market. So the best market is a market where you focus on, where you understand the payment processing, when you understand the consumers, when you understand what's working in terms of the conversion mechanism, which I mean like listicles, advertorials, what type of formats of the ads working. And so that country will be the best for you. You can do serious numbers in almost like any country. So we had a question here. What is the advertorial, right? So I want to show you guys some examples. So what the advertorial is. Advertorial is something. Advertorial is something that let me show. So this is more like a product page / like advertorial, right? So it's something that kind of like sells a product, and this is just one of the formats, right? There's ones that look like news articles. There's ones that look like so you can see here, right? So this is more like a product page / like advertorial, because it has like more information about the product. This is also like landing page / like product page. So the advertorials, like for my kind of like the way I see it, they can come in very in many different ways, like shapes and forms. So some of them can come in ways like this, where you have, the product page when there's like many reasons to buy the product, when there's like testimonials. And you can see this is relatively like not, it's not like extremely like good looking or something. It's just very kind of, it's very rough. But I mean, this company here, they have scaled like tremendously. You can see like 500,000 visitors per month. They're doing very, very well. I always use SimilarWeb to see how much traffic the company gets. And this company actually was exited, so they sold the company successfully. And in the first year, they did like, I think, $100 million or something in sales. So this format works. They drive traffic here from email, like heavily. They drive traffic here from like courses as well. So this is just one of the formats, right? You see here, right? So this one is like relatively simpler one. Now, you could call this like an advertorial, right? So PGA Pro convinces his sponsors to do whatever, like I don't understand golf market, improve your backspin. So this is for the golf market. You can see very, very, very long kind of like sales ladder, right? So advertorial is pretty much like a sales ladder. And so here you add product to the cart, redirects you to the more like an order form here. And that's pretty much how it's structured. So there's many different formats for the advertorials that you could use, but it's pretty much the sales page, right? It's a sales page that like sells your product hard, right? So most people driving traffic to the they're driving traffic to the product page. Hey, like let's just slap like the product page. Let's copy this like this other drop shipper. Like let's just slap something, right? And it's like, oh, why my conversion rate is 1%? Like, because it has to convert. It has to give consumer more reasons to buy. So, like for example, even here, this one is relatively. So this is the product page. So check it out. This is the product page. Very well done, right? So now, right? So kind of like when you start thinking about the advertorial, the structure, and how it should be done. So the most important part is here, right? Because literally everyone who lands on this page would see this text: stop choking down chalky and gritty plant-based protein powder, right? So what is this? This is an angle, right? This is an angle. So they could say like, oh, this is the best plant protein ever. No, it's not enough, right? Why it's not enough? It's because there is so many plant proteins already, right? If this was like a first like protein, plant protein on the planet, they would say like, hey, this is the best like plant protein ever on the planet, right? First ever. I mean, if you have that advantage, you can use that as your angle. However, if you are in the market where there have been dozens of other companies trying to sell similar product, you have to learn how to differentiate. So here it's basically the message is like choking down chalky and gritty plant-based protein powder. I'm pretty sure that this here is something that one of their customers said, or maybe many of their customers said. They said like, before I was like choking down on these other proteins. I was buying all of these like proteins before, and it was like, the taste is horrendous. Like I don't like it. And so now, as you consume, as you get that data from your customers, the best use for it is to use it as your angles on your ads. So when we talk, I mean, the topic of this call, guys, is scaling Facebook ads, right? You have to look at your reviews. You have to talk with your customers, right? So you have to do the service for your customers to identify these kind of things. Even comments on your ads. I like to see comments on our ads, because oftentimes people would say like, oh, I tried this product and it doesn't work for X, Y, and Z reason. I'm like, okay, cool. If people have that belief, we have to, and I know that the product works, right? So, but if people have that belief, it is my job to communicate that on the sales page, on the advertorial, in the ads, right? So I could literally take that and turn it into the angle, right? So I could prove why the product works. I could prove like social proof, right? Like literally show the results of people who have used the product and show how they went from like A to Z with the product and show the results and communicate and pretty much handle that objection before it even happens. So guys, that's on that. Guys, does that make sense? Does that make sense? Just want to make sure like everything makes sense. Just let me know in the comments. We have some very, very good questions, so I want to spend the next like few minutes like answering questions. So before I do that, guys, like, so I'll just keep it like, so on the tactical side, I just want to share this with you. So on the tactical side, Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, use it. It is tremendous. It is tremendous. It's like, it's literally like, it's one of our best performers. Like right now, probably like 40, like 50% of our ad spend goes here. So use it here. And you can set up, it should be available. Before it wasn't like available for everyone. I think now it's available for most advertisers. You can have like up to like 150 creative combinations. And so this here would deliver probably the best result for you. So if you're not using this, use it, right? Another thing that I want to share with you guys is, that's another like quick hack, quick implementation on the tactical side. Use image ads. So a lot of the times we're getting consumed into more like video ads, right? But image ads oftentimes have like twice or even 3 times as smaller like CPMs as video ads, right? So that's why you have to use image ads as well. And the format that you could use, I want to show you one format that you can like literally use. It's and you will see, like, if you're kind of like observing, again, if you're like constantly monitoring what's working, you could see this format working pretty well. So here, right, so the format here is literally like reviewing different products, right, and then pretty much pointing out your product as a product that works, right? So you wouldn't advertise from your page. So let's say if your brand is called I don't know, let's say ABC, right? You wouldn't advertise from a brand like ABC or from the page ABC. You would advertise from another page, and then you would drive traffic to a page like this with reviews of different products. And obviously you could have like your product as one of them, and you could see that maybe your product is better than others. And but you would, I mean, you want to be objective here in terms of like pros and cons of every product that you put together. But here you would give customers an option to make their own like decisions in terms of the product that they can get, right? So this is another kind of like format. I mean, it's not directly like advertorial, it's more like listicle, but that format is working very well for us, and for many of our clients as well. So I'll answer a few of the questions here, guys. So what sort of copy do you use on advertorials? Is it more on the sides of providing user the info on product benefits, or more salesy? It has to be more like, so there's four main formats for the advertorials. And I have learned that from this guy. I forgot his name. He's very smart. So one of the formats is a disruptive, right? Like this small e-commerce company is disrupting this the whole like multi-billion-dollar industry, or the whole I don't know, fishing industry is furious about this small company because it's that's disrupting it, right? So that's the angle. And then you would describe you always want to implement some kind of like storytelling into the advertorial, maybe the story of the customer that has been through the transformation with your product, or maybe someone who has tried your product before and kind of like what results they got in, and maybe the emotional like pains that they have been through. So that's one format. Another is, the comparison, right? The one that I showed you, like top 5, top 7, like top 8, top 15 products. I wouldn't go more than like 10 probably, products in a specific category. So, for example, top 8 fishing rods of 2023, right? And then obviously you would have one of them would be yours. So top 5, aging, like anti-aging creams of 2023, right? And then you'd have one of them would be yours, right? And you would give customers enough information about all of these products and yours, including yours, for them to make a decision and hopefully buy your product. So that's 2 formats. The third one is just the personal story, right? Horrible story that happened to someone, but then they discovered your product and their life magically changed, right? So that's number 3. That's more than enough. Like 3 more than enough. Like the fourth format, I forgot, but literally like these 3, if you use these 3, like that's more than enough for you. And you can see all of these guys, and I'll share, I'll send some of these. Just message me on Instagram, connect with me on Instagram, Alex Fedotov, and I'll send you some of these landers and advertorials I have here, so you can look at it. Like you can see how they structure their messaging and stuff like that, and their copy. And what was the name? So we use a software called Foreplay. It's Foreplay. Yeah, it's foreplay.co. That's a software. Do you make white label products? Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean by that? If we make white label products, so we don't make white label products. If I don't know what you mean by that, but we take products that are in the market, that are available, right? We take those products, we start selling them, we're getting feedback from customers about the features of the product, like how the product could be better, and then using our fulfillment team, we're basically making adjustments to those products. So for example, if one of the components in the product, if we're selling like a beauty product, it's say some products called like irritation or something, right? Then we would create like a different, like slightly adjusted formula to make sure that irritation doesn't happen. Or for instance, if the product like shape or design is not the best, right? We would talk with our fulfillment team and adjust the basically the design for the packaging, right? We'll talk to the factory, we would adjust whatever we need to adjust in order to make that product more compelling and for it to sell better. And so I don't know if that was a question, but that's the answer. All right, so how do you search for product? What are your criteria? How do you build offer behind? What is framework? So the framework is get into first of all, like get into category that has a lot of like volume already, like that's competitive, right? That has many customers in it, that people are making money from it. And then to identify, obviously needs to be high margin product, at least minimum 3x, right? So if we're sourcing the product for like, if the product costs to source like $10, we never would sell it like less than like $30-$40, right? Just wouldn't make sense. And ideally $50, $60. So the margin wise, the economics need to make sense in order for the product to make sense. If that makes sense. So the unit economics are super important for the business to make sense and for the business to be profitable. So that's one of our very, very important criteria. So mass market, competitive, proven, high margin on the product, right? That's another like big criteria. Another one is there a possibility for like retention for repeat buyers? So are there any products, will people buy this product again, right? Or if there's like very low probability, at least will we make enough money on the first transaction to for this to make sense, right? So ideally, we aiming for like $100 plus average order value, right? So that we can spend, let's say, $50 to acquire a customer, let's say $20 to fulfill the product. So now we have enough margin for us to all of our operational costs and stuff like that, to basically have enough budget to source those. How we're building an offer behind. So the offer behind is pretty much predicated on, like, initially we want to sell the product, right? And then once we kind of like validated the benchmark, so ideally we're aiming for like 5% conversion rate with the product. Most products, I mean, sometimes, if they're higher average order value, we're okay with, like, if it's $150, for instance, like 2%, we're okay with that, 2-3%. But so the key is on the front end to refine the conversion rate, and then we start adding more elements to it. So for instance, here, this is not our brand, but this is like literally the same framework that we are using. So here you have 7 free gifts, right? So 7 free gifts. You have the product, you have the reviews, and then you have you can see plant-based protein recipe guide, right? So these are like information products that we're adding to the product to make the offer more kind of like more higher perceived value, right? Mini guide to delicious drinks, guide to protein treats, the plant-based protein recipe guide, reusable like glass straw. So some of the other accessories. Oftentimes we're writing those, but these, for instance, just let's say if you were just to add the information products, if you add like a free ebook, recipes, like it applicable in almost any categories. Like if you would sell like a fishing product, you could sell like, hey, free guide with like, these are 25 best places in United States to catch fucking fish. Or like if you're like in a beauty market, like, hey, 16 best advices from 25, like, or I don't know, for like 6 top supermodels, beauty, or like 3 simple make at home like recipes, or 3 simple routines for clean skin, right? So the e-commerce, if you combine the e-commerce and you combine digital products, that's how you create like those offers behind. Guys, some awesome questions. Add some awesome question. Imagine format of top 10 products with a list and they're all your products. Yeah, that could be done for sure. I've seen some people that definitely include, like, on a list of 5, they include like 2 or 3. Yeah, maybe we do that as well. So, but that's very good, very good, very good framework. Yeah, Alex here. Just watch Ad World. Thanks for great presentation. Optimize your ads flywheel. 23 fresh content angles. Yeah, very cool. Thank you, my man. Thank you, Alex. And guys, we'll be wrapping up. We will be wrapping up, guys. So for those of you guys that like literally want some extra help, like putting this together, right? So both on Facebook, right? But again, everything that you have and everything that you do on Facebook and success on Facebook, and whether you be able to scale on Facebook, that comes down, guys, to the to what you do before, right? To your advertorials, to angles, to like researching what resonates with your customers, so you can craft that that offer, that copy that resonates with them, that they can buy the product from you, and like see how your product, I mean, at the end of the day, if you think about it, like at the end of the day, it's about few things, right? It's like how you resonate with your customers, right? That's why most people cannot figure out Facebook ads, because their ads don't resonate, and the conversions obviously sucks, and they cannot scale, right? So that's why, like, this is number one thing to fix. And so we do that with advertorials, with listicles, with conducting deep research into what's working, why people buy products for us, and by creating more angles that we can scale with, right? So if you want help with that process, literally with my team, working with you directly, like one-on-one, then I have a special like offer for you. So you can book a call with my team. So this is here. If you're on desktop, just like go to this link, book your call with my team. We'll see exactly how we can help you to put all of this together, this process, finding these angles, like literally finding these angles that you can scale with, finding these angles that you can reflect on your Facebook ads. And if it reflects on your Facebook ads, then obviously it will also be reflected on your advertorials, on your lender. So your conversion rate will go through the roof, and you'll be able to scale, right? This is literally as simple as that. This is simple, right? But it's not easy. That's why most people don't do it. And most people also don't have the feedback loop, right? That we can offer, like with our team, like literally overseeing, millions of dollars, like in ad spend per month, and also seeing all of the, what is going on in this place. We have a lot of data on what's working right now, so we can give you that feedback to help you figure it out. And so that's pretty much it. So the question here, another question was here: could you share how to get in contact with good fulfillment team that can modify products? So that will depend on the product, but that's also part of what we offer our clients. Like we have good contacts in almost like any niche. Like, okay, you want to create like these kind of products, okay, you can use these suppliers. We have suppliers in China, we have suppliers in the United States, we have suppliers even like in Europe for some products. We have private label suppliers for many products that we could connect you with. So just book a call with my team. We'll see how we can help you there. Besides other things that like Facebook, right? Once you start running, how you're running, when to cut, when to scale, how to lower CPMs, give you feedback on the ads that you're running, give you like very actionable insights that you could use to scale, right? That's pretty much it. Like, I mean, for us, it's we've been doing this for so long. We have so many results. That's why I'm so confident. We do it like every single day, like you can see here. So this is for the we have two different offers, that two different programs that we help our clients with. So one of them is called Brand Builders Academy. So if you guys, for instance, are just starting out, you want to get to like $1,000 a day, you want to learn the foundations, you want to kind of like get that initial momentum, then this program will be perfect for you. Like Mark here, he got to like $1,000 a day within just 2 months. So Jacopo here, he says that our program is at the next level. Everyone else is stuck in 2019. So he's scaled to like what, like $5,000 a day. 5,000 a day he scaled to. James here, he scaled to 100K per month within like 91 days of us working together. Emmanuel, he quit his 9-to-5 job because he scaled his e-commerce business to the point where it just was making too much money. So he was able to quit it. And so more and more and more and more and more here, like all of these are like, you can see, guys, there should be a link. I'll drop a link for you as well, but you can go here. It's called e-commerce scaling secrets /tank. And you'll see all of these results of our clients. So this is just for BBA. So BBA is an offer for people that want to just get initial momentum, get to $1,000 a day. If you already have a business and you want to scale that business, right? Maybe I've seen some of you guys asking some very fucking good questions here. Like Dux is here. What do you think about branding and doing advertorials in European markets? Absolutely fucking do it. It's incredible opportunity right now. I don't think that many people do it in those markets. So if you'll be like one of the like first, big, if you go big at it, like you can get like insane momentum in different countries in Europe just translating. If you have already the infrastructure for doing that, absolutely do it. So some of you guys are asking these amazing questions, and you're probably already doing some numbers even from the questions that you're asking. They're amazing. So for those of you guys, our program E-commerce Scaling Secrets would be the best fit. So Marek here, like you probably guys, I don't know if you've seen Marek, like Marek scaled from like 80K to 1 million per month. Vlad here is scaled from like 3K to 35K a day. I interviewed. He's phenomenal. Like Villain here, he built and sold a 7-figure e-commerce brand at 22 years old. Like very young. I mean, 22. I mean, I was like fucking around. So I mean, you guys like starting early. So like there is more here. So and more and more and more. We have clients that we've helped to scale to $100,000 a day, $100,000 a day, and this is and if you're so I have a question here. Are we still doing Commerce Scaling Secrets 2.0? No, it is 3.0. It's like it's fully new, it's fully updated, it's fully like focused on the advertorials, content sourcing, content testing, working with like influencers. These are the main leverage points. We just like literally, evaluated our business and we're like, okay, so why we've been able to do well in our business and other people haven't? And we're like, fuck, I mean, yeah, maybe because we've been doing advertorials, right? And so that has been our bread and butter for the last few years. I just didn't realize how powerful that was. So that's why we are we're helping our clients to put that together. And that's here, guys. So this is for our ESS program. There should be a link here. Yeah, Mark is a goat for sure. Mark is a legend. Villain, yeah, Villain is a guy. So yeah, guys, if you want help with scaling your business, just being in the community of like high level people, like-minded people that are like knowing what's going on, people that are on the front lines in the trenches, like scaling their businesses, brand owners, like great people. I do believe we have the best community for like e-commerce entrepreneurs, people that are actually doing shit, doing numbers, and just making shit happen. So if that's you, you want to join our team, so there's a link. Just book a call with our team. We'll kind of like walk you through. We'll see exactly how this would fit in your business, what parts of the business we can help you with, right? And we can see how we can work together from there. So our results are here if you want to see. There's more than that. We just try to make that page load. When you're putting too much stuff on the page like slows down a lot, and that's what we wanted to. We just wanted to keep it simple. So cool, guys. Awesome conversation. Amazing fucking questions. I will see you guys around. If we are not connected on Instagram, just hit me on Instagram. Let me just do my Instagram here. Connect with me on Instagram. I'll see how I can help you. Shoot me any questions, and let's scale it together, guys. This year is massive. I think Facebook is giving us Facebook is giving us the opportunity to, as long as you're doing everything clean, as long as you have good like experience for your customers, like you're not doing some sketchy stuff, Facebook is giving us very easy time this year. Facebook is actually allowing us to scale this year. Now, you have to be good on the paid ad side. That's why it is so important to have all of those elements in place, like advertorials, good conversion mechanisms, good conversion rates on the website, on the funnel. That is why it is so important to have those things in place if you want to scale on Facebook. So, guys, hit me up on Instagram. Book a call with my team. So another link here. Just click on it. Book a call. We'll see how we can help you, and I'm looking forward to working with you. I enjoyed this conversation with you guys, and the questions you shared are phenomenal. So I'll see you guys, and let's fucking scale.